It's definitely time for a dually run. Even if dually lost the railgun, even if dually lost pulse rifle, dually did get fiber optics, so I don't want to say dually didn't get as much in the patch as other characters got. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't say the opposite. I just got a 9 win with him. You just got to use the other character's items. Totally agreed. The video from today, in particular, it's classic Arbalist and Jabalian Drum dually. You know, classic. So we got to collect our core first. Ignition core or weaponized core. I like weaponized core a lot. But I clicked weaponized core more recently than I clicked ignition. Start with 2 small silver tier items or 1 medium bronze tier item and and a bronze tier skill. Give me 2 small silvers, please. Well, I really wish I'd gone with the other option now. Alpha ray. When you use a core or another ray, your weapons gain 3 damage to the fight, and laser pistol, just a fast weapon. Dually doesn't have a unique option at Jungle Ruins, so I'd just be going there for... What does Jungle Ruins have at the moment? Hold up. I forgot what Jungle Ruins has right now. It is 3 regeneration, 2 bronze tier loot items, and Vanessa gets the small silver tier item. Okay, Vanessa likes that. I mean, obviously, Pygmalion still likes that for 2 income. Obsidian Balloon Bot. Unfortunately, Balloon Bot starts at silver tier, so I can't get it yet. Honestly? Am I honestly going to ask for 3-spat change? Apparently. No, I meant cool stuff with Obsidian. Right. Sorry. Yes. Balloon Bot would be cool with Obsidian. Fire, your items have +2 burn. Okay. Lost Crate. That's just upgrade the ignition core. Give me a silver tier upgrade hammer, and I'll upgrade that core. Little bit more burn on it. 3 more burn. That's significant. Small non-weapon item, strange mushroom, opportunity to pick up 4 gold right now. I don't think I'm going to find a weapon that I want to field other than these. Well, actually, hang on. On the first day with bronze tier weapons, it's quite likely that I find rocket launcher.
I would spar with you, but this
There it is.
Newful teaches stillness. I prefer action.
Uzi's still a very fast weapon, and Power Drill, it's a lot of space. Speculative Drill. I wonder if it's too expensive for a Speculative Drill right now. Uzi is very fast. Uzi comes with me. Thank you, Uzi.
Well, you can.
Happy to get rid of, but that's a fast weapon for the next activation. Realistically, like, would I put Power Drill on board next? Probably not. I can probably use those 2 slots to make it much faster for the ignition core, and then pick up a Power Drill when I have like a truly unreasonable amount of actual triggers occurring on the board. That'll probably be when I end up with a metronome or something like that as well. Speeding up the core? Yeah, that'll be better rather than scaling the burn on the rocket launcher here, because the core itself has a high number already.
My fight
Ooh,
isn't
city
with
charging
you.
station. I can't wait to see what that does.
Insist.
Well, okay, I needn't have worried so much. That's someone who had to go to Curio.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
I'm still looking for the generically good things. First aid and quite fast, obviously. Give me some more money to work with here, though. Yeah, more money. Oh my god, we got the fiery upgrade. I was really hoping we'd get that. I just wasn't going to say anything about it. Because I didn't want to put my finger on the scale, put my thumb on the scale, rather. I mean, Curio could have Shadowed Cloak, and I just put that on the other side of the rocket launcher, and just Keep Furry Monster. I have nothing I can... Well, hang on. No, I don't have a toy item either. Okay, I have nothing I can offer him. Alright, yeah, sure. Curio.
Just close your eyes and grab something.
I didn't think it was going to happen, but if you're going to do it,
Bazaar.
I'll play ball.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
What do you think the odds are the Covetous Thief offers us an upgrade? I definitely don't need to sell the feather yet, so I can hold on to that for a little bit of time. I might even be able to upgrade it B1 and B2, get 2% more cooldown reduction. Specifically because of B1 and B2 as well, actually, I'm going to go to Rogue Scrapper so that I can get 8 gold without having to go into the next fight. Sorry, without having to sell anything, so that I can use 8 gold to upgrade everything, including all these spare change, the rocket launcher, the shadowed cloak, and the feather. I think the odds are 1 in 7 for the bird, for the shadowed cloak. Shadowed cloak, grindstone, dagger, the crit skill, pickpocket, a safe and sharpened steel. I think that's 7. Medkit plus 20 heal. As soon as I get first aid, that'll be relevant. Lost Crate to upgrade a single bronze tier item. Honestly, if I go to Lost Crate, I'm probably going to go for the skill. Get a burn item from Pyre. Chopping stone. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm very reliant on B1 and B2 turning up at the moment. Red envelope. 10 additional gold, thanks. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to be what we wanted to. Mintworth. Small large items buys medium items at +2 value.
I pay well for mid-sized things. Reasonable size things.
I could certainly field an induction, I guess.
4 legs because I carry this company.
I'm not going to spend enough money to reroll those. It's Uzi and Induction Aegis that would be added to this board. They're not better than Shadowed Cloak, doubling the impact of the rocket launcher right now, though.
You do see these tusks, right?
Run Reset Run says, hey Rhapsody, I found another game in your wheelhouse. Have you checked out Alpha League yet? The answer is no. I'm just currently doing it.
show you what I learned from this.
I'm gonna reserve judgment because if I do end up liking that game, it will be based on the systems. Yeah, that's the appropriate amount of things to say. Bronze tier tool item, bronze tier item. Memory card, I can never get it. I can farm some additional value out of that for additional money in fights that I think I'm definitely going to win. I think I happily take the additional HP here. Used to never going back on fields. Medkit could theoretically actually give us some value though, so I'll sell one spare change. Going exclusively off of the 2-second guitar riff and what you said, I'm going to add, I'm not a fan of Monster Train's art style either, but that doesn't stop me. As in, for yourself, that quote is true. A lot of people do have a problem with Monster Train's art style, the kind of like, the what do they call them? It's like a kind of 2.5D kind of like, it's a plain animation. It's like spline skeletons, stuff like that. I like it. I really like the visual of Monster Train, but it doesn't jam with everyone. I really need B1 and B2 to turn up soon.
Your huge items. Price? Don't care. There's fun size, and then there's boring size.
Now, if I just field like a full board of burn things, do I just win because of that? With +4 burn on all of them? I think right now I just win because of that. I think I can get rid of the Shadowed Cloak.
Okay, now sell me something. Something huge.
I don't think Uzi is worth upgrading. Not unless I end up with Diamond Fangs. Oh, heck, I don't think I reroll here either. I can absolutely wallop the Eccentric Etherite. That'll get us our level up before the next day. I'm very hopeful that we get rigged the skill.
But the Bazaar will go dark without me!
Isn't Shadow Cloak effectively faster than Welding Helm? So the Welding Helm is a single 3-second trigger. The other one, and it's important because this is happening from the very start of the fight. So 6 seconds into the fight, we have 3 resolutions from Rocket Launcher, and we have 2 resolutions from Welding Helmet, for a total of 5 seconds charge given to the Ignition Core. 6 seconds into the fight, if we have the Shadowed Cloak, we only have 3 activations. Of course, now we have Haste, which means 3 seconds later we have another 3 activations. And it starts taking over in speed then. How long does the fight have to go before it's better? With 3 additional activations in 6 seconds, that's 1 additional activation every 2 seconds. And in that same period of time, the other one would have activated 3 times. So it's It's after 3, I think. It's after 3 activations of Welding Helmet that the Shadowed Cloak becomes more efficient. But that's efficient at charging the core, not efficient at doing burn, whereas the Welding Helmet is currently 5 burn on a 3-second cooler. Quick guess, I think it's 18 seconds, not 9. So if the fight's shorter than that, I think this is better. Honestly,
My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
10 additional shields to both of our shield items on field. I have the ability to give out even more. Yeah, I'm happy about that. We did it! We waited long enough. B1 and B2. Upgrade all my bronze tier items. Including the Uzi, which I didn't want to upgrade, but whatever. And now I get 4% cooldown reduction for the entire board. One reset run says, nothing more intimidating than playing a new game and seeing next opponent retribution, and then immediately afterwards said, oh crap, I beat him. Yeah, maybe he was playing for a little more econ that day. Upgrade a bronze tier item. Which bronze tier item, Forger?
I may not be the most masterful trainer, but I must be the cheapest.
Your items have 4% crit chance or 10 gold. Honestly, this early in the game, give me the 10 gold again.
Some are too proud to be trained by a child. You might examine that.
Up against a polar bear. I'm absolutely certain we dominate this fight. I don't think I need to sell the feathers, but I will. Because I also don't need to not sell them.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
I like gold. So of course I'm going to take the additional 10 from the red envelope.
I can see you're going places, but I'm chasing you.
See you on the other side, buddy. Them nerfing the easy experience was the greatest thing they could have done. Yeah, it was coming out way too quick previously. I just want them to also address the Mountain Pass event, because the variability in one player getting, you know, a random item that it's a Gianola bar and another player getting a fight. It's just, I think that's still a bit drastic. Just a bit too wide and swingy, personally. Oh, you can upgrade my bronze items. As soon as I get one, I'll come to you, B1 and B2. In the interim, I'm going to Isla.
Few warriors live to retire. Buy my weapons, and you might.
The new railgun. It no longer has multicast, and now it does more damage. So the default used to be 200 with 2 multicast. So now it's 300 without multicast. They've taken 100 damage off of it, as well as it's 1 fewer item activations. So it doesn't charge, because this is a tech item, right? And it'd be on the left-hand side of your core. So it doesn't give an additional second of charge to your core or an additional second of charge to the arc blaster. Here comes the boom. Absolutely not. There's absolutely not. Oh, arc blaster. Oh, the tech. Oh, it's all there. Goodbye.
I hope you live long enough to reconsider.
Aerodrome travels almost anywhere. Kina, you sell no weapon items. It'd probably take me a little bit of rolling to find a vendor that I want to go to more than Kina, but Kina still is not very likely to give me what I want. I'll take battery. I'll hold a battery.
I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
Schematics. When you level up, get a tech item. I don't... But economy-wise... Economy-wise...
I can feel our energies
I mean, like, I'm just about to get another item out of it, right? If it gives me an item, if it gives me 2 items and I sell them, right, I'm making even at least. Free batteries? Yeah, exactly. What if it gives me another battery and then another battery and then another battery and then suddenly I do go for a railgun? Who knows? The future is wild. It's absolutely Prince Marianus. I'm going to take some time studying my board state after the fight as well to try and figure out if I have any efficiency I can eke out of here that I'm not doing so far. Yeah, we're pretty good right now. But I gotta make sure that I don't rest on my laurels. I've got to find a way to get Perma haste for the entire board. That'd replace the Shadowed Cloak and the Uzi. And currently, like, you know, Solar Farm is the obvious pull for that. I'm going to level up after this. So if I take Electric Eels, then I'll only have 2 spaces. And then the schematic... No, wait, hang on. You gave me 4 experience, but it'll also count as rolling over a day. Yeah. So I got to get rid of an item before I take this. We were given Torpedo. That's fun. Electric Eels. It's a large aquatic. Torpedo. When you use another aquatic or ammo item, this gains 25 damage to the fight. If the item is large, reload 1 ammo. Like, it's significantly less powerful than what we're currently doing already. And we are not in a position to be able to pick up the items that... The items or skills, even, that would really help this kind of a build. Yeah, I definitely just sell.
My training is about letting go of what holds you down. Think you're ready for that?
Emergency burn. The first time you fall below half health, each fight burn 20? No. Start of each fight, shield equal to 20% of your health max. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Literally just give me 20% more max HP in the early game. I'll take it. First time you use a large item each fight, haste 2 items 3 seconds.
Thanks for trusting me. I hope we can do this again.
It doesn't feel like Docs is correct. It feels like I should just go and look at Kev.
Oh,
Why am I so resistant to doing this? Yeah, Wallace, Power Sander. Shielded Tesla Coil. When you use an adjacent tech, charge an item 1 second. I think I may have spotted
people
why.
say my armor's the best, but I'll keep working on it.
I'm gonna go grab 150 more max HP before the next combat. And that's also gonna give me another 30 shielding at the start of the next combat as well. How can I make my fight start faster? Because we're definitely starting too slowly at the moment. Like, sure, we absolutely eviscerate our enemies, but, like... not for long. This doesn't even have time to resolve a second time before the fight's over. I think right now, what's being indicated to me is, like, get rid of Induction Aegis and Shadowed Cloak and find a different source of haste. If I can get a metronome between the Uzi and the rocket launcher, so the Uzi at 1.9 seconds triggers the rocket launcher's first stack of haste, That'd be ideal. At least I think that's the most achievable way for me to start the fight faster right now. Oh, hello. Talk. You can sell 2 items I really care about right now. Solar Farm and Metronome.
Life is urgent. Hurry up.
Heavy Power Drill. Every 10 seconds, deal 75 damage, slow an item for 2 seconds, and then when you haste, slow, freeze, burn, or poison, charge this 2 seconds. Rocket Launcher. When I attack with this, I burn 3 times, and I also haste 3 times. And then when I attack with the Heavy Power Drill, it slows, immediately taking 2 seconds off its cooldown. That's good. Dragged it. Alarm! An enchanted item on day 5. This is not a drill. I have awful news for you, Dragton. There's the solar farm. Alrighty then. Now look, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Raps, you don't deserve this. You're right. Anyway, I definitely don't have space for the Shadow Cloak on this field anymore. You kidding me? I'm getting haste from other sources. Well, the helmet's too slow. Gimme. Yes. I wonder if perhaps battery is the tech. Yeah, then 4 seconds into the fight, the rocket launcher goes off for its first time, which also means that the solar farm is going to go off for the first time, which also means the heavy power drill is going to go off for the first time, which means the ignition core, which means like it all starts looping much faster. There is cool LEDs as well as GPU here. Cool LEDs I could, sure, but how am I going to get it on this board? Currently, this board basically has battery in place of where a metronome is going to go later. Mountain Pass. Give me a fight, please. Thank you. I gotta make sure that I have enough space after this fight, though, for the schematics to pay off. Yeah, the thing is, if they don't freeze the power drill, things get nutty. First time you poison each fight, freeze an item 3 seconds. I mean, sure. Give me a silver tier loot item cooldown reduction. Goes on the heavy power drill. .4 cooldown. Just ask. If you want something, it's important you just ask the game for it. We'll sell security camera.
Look into my eyes.
Okay, I guess I also need them not to freeze my solar farm.
The mouse.
Train Spider, every 5 seconds, poison 2, and then also freeze 3. I wonder... I don't think I replace battery with that. But it is immediately 4 seconds of charge for the power drill. Like, it gets the power drill almost to go off. But I don't get the burn. The burn is more important right now. Yeah, right. I guess I'll go to docks. I don't even know what I want. Spiky shield. Okay. Oh. All right, Pearl.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
Fiery security camera. Shield 75, then burn equal to 10% inside shield. Your shield items have 30% crit chance and your burn items have 30% crit chance. It's definitely not that, but I didn't know that's how that upgraded. I'm learning so much about the enchants from pearls. Oh, toxic chem snail, double poison. No. You'd need to scale the damage of the dragon whelp. I can't scale its damage. That's our weakness. Gunpowder? If I'm entirely honest, gunpowder for additional ammo in the battery is fine by me. I just don't think it's actually going to end up being relevant. I'm getting too deep in here. I need to sell. I need to just buy and sell something right now, I think. 7 for the next reroll. Alright, fine.
Hey.
You got me. I didn't find anything in there, and I pushed it a bit too far. Did I just make another coffee? Did I already finish that coffee? Good God. Yeah, so I guess it is possible to run out of charges on the battery. Maybe I should have gone for the gunpowder. Pearls is that meme of the miner who's always 2 inches away from the diamond cave, but they've turned away. Exactly. You don't want to be turning away when you're exactly one swing of that pickaxe away from the tasty diamonds. I know exactly the one you're talking about, Pi. Alright, Pi, give me a burn item. It's a good one. Soldering. +1 if it's adjacent to a friend, +1 if it's adjacent to a tool. I'm not going to run it just yet, because I don't think I need the additional burn triggers just yet. Create a silver or lower tier item, teaches silver tier skills. What? If you have exactly one weapon, reduce its cooldown by 20%. I'm gonna hold on to that because I could certainly see a world where I end up doing something like that. 7.5 second cooldown. It's got the soldering gun next to it with a multicast. Guess battery goes there, something like that. I don't think that's better yet. No, comma, wait. Yes. The spider for freeze and friend. Oh, that's fun. I mean, it's faster than the rocket launcher. It's slower because there's not a battery on field, but it's faster because the heavy power drill only needs 3 charges. So it needs 1 charge less. I'm happy to run this. I think if I'm upgrading an item here, it should either be solar farm or schematics. God, maybe it's silencer. Heavy power drill's got to be down to like a 6-second cooldown before it really changes right now. Argenta does have the best skill, right? Is Greasefire silver? Can Greasefire be silver? No. Gold only. Greasefire, when you use a tool, burn 3. That would be the absolute nuts for us. Heavy power drill would cause a burn effect. The soldering gun would cause 3. Hotspot is silver? Yeah, hotspot is. Both the adjacencies of heavy power drill are currently taken up, so it'd be really hard to exploit that unless I wanted to lose the damage from the silencer, which I could. But doing that for hotspots exclusively, just hotspots. Like the only one I would care about being there is hotspots. Warm hugs when you use a friend. Is warm hugs. Warm hugs is also gold. I meant hotspot on solar farm. Hotspot would be really good. Yeah, I could use it on the power drill or the solar farm. I think it'd be better on power drill, to be honest with you. But it is. I don't think I can afford to just go to Argenta looking for one specific skill right now, which is mostly how that would go for us. I prefer upgrade solar farm anyway. I feel like I already get perma haste out of solar farm. Am I wrong about that? Getting a comfortable perma haste even against slow is nice as well. Yeah, I'll upgrade these skills. Sure, some more shielding at the start of the fight. I don't shield at all, that just increases my health bar. Aha! Hello, coward. Are you ready for a showdown? I've got shields, so your burn doesn't matter to me. Throws your stupid crap, moron.
Enjoy this moment. You have few left.
Yeah, it's 100% down just to the damage of the heavy power drill. I really wish I had Burning Rage here. When you burn, your weapons gain 4 damage to the fight. That would have been a great pickup for us. We'll grab Strength, 15 additional damage. We'll make do. Goldie, sell gold tier items. Furnace, small burn item. I'll give that the chance of just upgrading my soldering gun. Why not? Omega Ray. Okay. Hef selling burn items. Okay.
May the first fire shine upon you.
I'm not going to re-roll you, just so you know. Fiery Megmoles. Oh, that's funny. When this gains haste, your burn items gain +1 burn for the fight. Today I got a 2% Fireclaw crit on the first cast against the Infernal. Almost won despite that, but I did lose in the end. Needless to say, I was very upset. Appropriately so. A 2% crit chance. If we didn't have the heavy gun, that'd be cool. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's reroll. It's even a friend for the soldering gun, Smile. If it was a friend and a tool, no, it's still not enough. I'm going to level up in just a second, so I should clear out some space. I'm not actually going to feel the Omega Ray, not when I have the heavy power drill. I'm not going to field Uzi. I'm not going to field a med kit.
It's wise not to rush the flames.
Yeah, it's just a GPU. All right, Olin.
Adira has surpassed me in power, but he can never surpass me in years.
First time you slow each fight, freeze an item 4 seconds is nice, because I already have access to that. But there's also when the first time you freeze haste to items, that's not yet active. But if I could get away for that to be active, it'd be sick as hell. I'm going to take Creeping Chill. Also, right-handed for 40 more damage is also kind of nice.
To master them.
Oh, it is active, right, of course. Paralytic Poison from Train Spider. Yeah, got it. Hey, Aquawolf boy. Welcome on in.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. my crew says at the bar. Another round!
Would we want the slightly slower Copperhead? No, if we were going to use Copperhead, we'd just use the Train Spider instead. What we ideally want is, I mean, the absolute best is when you burn poison, Toxic Flame. And it would be so many things for us. I should probably respect additional burn. One additional burn.
Any good fights lately? Oh, I do miss it. I respect new food, but bare hands are not enough.
Cosmic Rock for crit chance as well as when you crit haste. Sergeant Suds for Rivet Gun would be great, but like it's exactly one in there. Whereas Cosmic Rock could give me that skill, it could also give me crit chance, it could also give me a feather for just cooldown reduction across the entire board. Treasure Turtle is also here. Max HP is like additional burn. The more time passes, the more burn you add. Exactly. That's why I'm particularly happy to have the defense crit. Oh, it's always Cosmic Amulet. I feel like that is like 95% of the things I get from there. Yeah, gumballs are nice, but I'd like to give...
I'm pretty laid back.
Give peace a chance. Gotta free up some inventory space.
You might try
Definitely don't want
JJ's
any of
shop.
those.
Real friendly guy.
We kill them to make Cosmic Amulets cooldown 6 seconds or something, or even just to give it more haste. Because, like, every time it gains, more crit chance. Every time it gains haste, it gives you 3% crit chance. At its diamond tier, it's 5% crit chance. If you can afford to apply 20 stacks of haste to it in order to get up to full crit chance, then you already don't need it. Like, if it had, I don't know, 5-10%, like literally just 5 to 10 for its golden diamond, I could see like an edge case scenario where it gets run on a board that can generate haste but can't generate crit. But like, it's slow. It's slow in that scaling as well. What a sin. Goldie, I want you to know that I'm specifically here looking for a item. You got any of those? Apparently no. Completely empty. Fresh out. Doesn't have any items, this one. Combat Core. So we loot cooldown reduction again? We take crit chance. Cosmic Amulet is fairly alright in a single weapon finesse with a captain's wheel, because it just needs to help complete the crow's nest crit. Sure. Oh man, they ate 2 of my items. Dang. My tiny little friend. Absolutely pogging out a... Give it to me! Give me the burn skill. Burn at the start of the fight. Do it. Do it, coward. Or give me incendiary rounds. That'd be fine too. But give me Firestarter. Starts my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Two seconds charge immediately on the solar farm and the heavy power drill at the start of the fight, courtesy of Firestarter. Now, I desperately want the skill of first time you burn freeze. How do they do it? Buddy, you just have to ask the game for the items. It's more than willing to provide. I don't think thrusters with 9% is good enough for it. It's more than willing to provide. Crossfire, yes, that's exactly the name of the skill. Thank you, Mitch.
Neither wealthy nor wise, huh?
So if I get one of the status enchants and put it on the silencer, that'll activate whenever I use the heavy power drill. Okay, I know Cosmic Rock's there, but it has to be Wandering Shoal, and there's no way, I want you to know, there's no way he gives it to me. But he has a skill called, please. He has a skill called Slow Hide, Thick Hide, which says when you slow, charge an item 1 second. Hang on. I revoke my danging. When you haste. Oh, it's just 2 seconds. Low-key better than the core. Yeah, I'm not really doing that much burn damage. Oh, we got an atomic clock. Cool. All right, chap. Sirocco Step. So, you know, I could give it to Pufferfish, and then Pufferfish just causes a haste charge every time it triggers, which means that it has a 6-second cooldown, and it also hastes. But if I gave that haste to the silencer, then every time that I use the power drill, I'm going to slow and haste. Power drill is certainly the most consistent on the board. Gives additional charge to the Pufferfish. Heavy power drill is going to be the most common item to activate. The options are silencer, puffer, and maybe the soldering gun. Soldering gun doesn't resolve as many times as the silencer through the power drill. I mean, I'd love it to be something other than haste, because I already have access to as much haste as I need, but... No, because I need one weapon on the field for the silencer. I was wondering maybe Uzi, give Uzi haste, and then it's literally just a fast haste trigger for the sake of speeding up the Pufferfish and the other, but I need no weapon. I think I just do that because there's a future where, like, eventually Solar Farm can go off board. There's a future where this becomes a metronome, and then I can literally completely change, like, solar, like, everything else can change. Nothing else needs to stay as it is.
How do you hugelings use these things?
I was really hopeful I was about to see it.
Society of blah blah blah. Bye.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back.
Yeah, I'm exclusively here for the Pufferfish upgrade at that point. Ballista. Do we sell Spider? It's entirely possible that I'll need to reformat the board again and have a small one-space friend that poisons, so I'm not going to sell it yet.
You leave it behind?
If I
Someone
find,
else
like,
finds it.
5 other items that
It
need to
all
go on the
works out.
board, then I'll need the additional slot. And this is a very nice tool to just have in the back pocket for that. Juice!
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
Oh my god. Time to tinker when you haste shield 40. Do you have it? Okay, so you have a little haste, but you don't have bushel on field, which is what I was kind of expecting to see.
Well, I'll admit, that was impressive.
So our problem is far and away not activation speed. Not a problem for us. Oh, Thomas, it says when you use the weapon to the left of this haste it for 2 seconds. I could have sworn it was just haste an item for 2 seconds, but no, it's haste it. Oops. Well, I guess it still does what I want. It's just I would have wanted to be able to spread it. So that means the solar farm is still harder to replace. We need a way to get the heavy power drill to actually gain additional damage. Because right now, we lock down the enemy for a period of time with the paralytic poison and the creeping chill at the start of the fight, but as soon as that wears off, we will start to die.
Small items, small people. I love them all.
Me when balloon. Me when balloon. Get out here, Crypto.
Like the baby birds that nested in my mother.
Tampering is a Vanessa skill. Yeah, very unfortunately. And we're way too late in the game to be able to get trained. Unless I find Zerfin. Zerfin Safari trained? Do you see any build that Bunker could work in? Yeah, it's really good in like a 0 to 2 win dually if you're trying to get like 0 to 2 wins.
People first, profit 10th.
Bunker Mama Soul? I can't say I've tried it. Last grenade. Burn Blood Blaze 15 and slow all enemy items for 3. I figured out what it is. You replace Solar Farm with Pylon. Sure, give me more damage on the power drill. This is why I'm here.
Oh, you're leaving.
Yes, weapons platform. Absolutely weapons platform. Please give me distributed systems weapons platform. Smile. Distributed systems would be when you use a large item haste 2 small items for 2 seconds, so it's 2 additional haste triggers out of the solar farm. It's just Aiden. Admittedly, Aiden's incredible. Simon, skills unique to Dooley. You see, the problem with that is, all the skills that I really want are available to Dooley and Vanessa. Let's very quickly have a look at the skills. Only Dooley. It's got to be Dooley only, not common. Yeah, Dooley skills are a lot worse with no core on the board. CPU throttling's offline, firepower is offline, burn containment slaps. Oh, I don't even have a shield item. Heavy machinery's offline, letting off steam is offline, like clockwork isn't in the game, machine learning's offline. Yeah, most of these are fully offline. Damn. I really wish I had Malafang here. I guess I'm going to Zara, though.
People think the body powers the mind, but it's the other way around.
The first 5 times you slow each fight, charge a poison item 1 second? Like, it's not completely useless, but it's pretty close. Like, yeah, I already charged this. Every time I fire no, it gets enough charge. It gets enough charge. The burn version of that skill would be good. Yeah, exactly, because it gets the... Pufferfish has other ways to be charged. Soldering Gun does not. And Soldering Gun would really, really like to just suddenly spike out another 3 hits. First 5 times you burn each fight, charge a shield item. If I had a shield item, I'd do it.
I think the place I go might be its opposite.
First time you haste each fight, freeze an item. Yeah, it is still that, but that doesn't happen immediately at the start of the combat in the same way that I was, accidentally mispredicting. Sell the Arc Blaster, keep open the space for...
reasonable size things.
I'm annoyed that it's turned up. Because it's really good and I should use it. I didn't want to change my build. Fiber Optics. When you use your leftmost item, charge your rightmost item 1 second.
You see that, Barker? That's how it's done.
How often do you find yourself playing without core? I'd say core goes off a board about 40% of Dooley runs. Is correct really strong now? Yeah, it is. Freeze an item with a cooldown of 4 seconds or less for 3 items. Real good. I have to figure out what I'm doing with this board, though. So that's tech, not tool. Like, if I did have that there, yeah, it considers my leftmost item to... or my rightmost item to be the turbo silencer. Does mean we get less haste out of Solar Farm. Yeah, I wonder if I replace Solar Farm. I don't know, even if fiber optics worked properly, which you doubt, doesn't seem great here. What if Solar Farm is the target? I do think that's probably better than battery right now.
I've got 4 legs because I carry this company.
I know that's the item that I intend to take off board. Actually, why don't you go away? I guess that's 10% max HP. Realistically, what is in there? 10% max HP. It's going to upgrade the core, but it also gives me 10% max HP. Upgrade your leftmost friend. Additional poison? I mean, it's going to be hard to upgrade Pufferfish otherwise. 10% max HP or more poison on Pufferfish. The poison on Pufferfish is entirely irrelevant. If the poison on Pufferfish has won the fight, then I actually made a mistake much earlier than that. The Bazaarler. Bro Bazaar. I hope I freeze that. All right. Now, was anyone watching to see if the fiber optics did anything? Let's watch it again. It's a very slow start. Yeah, that's the main sin of our board. Yeah, it's getting charged from the Pufferfish. I don't think it did. Watch again. When the soldering gun's not going off, if you see any additional charge coming onto the solar farm, it's from the Pufferfish. Soldering gun stops. It's 100% working. And it fired 8 times. I'm going to upgrade fiber optics. I love the strategy is freeze them and drill them. It's going pretty well as well. I'm going to hit up a battlefield here because I'm short of money. Gonna get rid of the Uzi. Take laser pistol, sell laser pistol. B1 and B2, please stop showing up. What do I do if Andy gives me metronome? I think I just wait until it happens and then find out.
Haggling.
Induction Agus. Why are you 5 seconds? You shouldn't be 5 seconds. You don't need to be 5 seconds. Bye.
Oh, I understand. Class isn't for everyone.
I don't need retooled from Master Alchemist. Let's just go bully the veteran octopus. A clean perfect as opposed to a dirty one. What are you talking about? The other one was more perfect than perfect. It was 120% perfect. I ended it with 120% of the life I started it with. Hear me out. If we get hyper focus, we replace Puffer with Spider and Aiden Battery. Maybe. I mean, having a 30% reduced cooldown on the drill would be nice. Induction Aegis wasn't great at 4 seconds. Why did they nerf it? That's what I'm saying! Do I want to sell any of these? I'm going to sell the Trained Spider finally. Because I still have to have 3 spaces open when I level up. I'm really interested, Rarash. Induction Aegis was one of Dooley's best items at 4 seconds. It was definitely an Aiden OP kind of item. I don't understand why that is the case. I fully trust you, by the way. I just don't understand why that's the case. I didn't personally believe that to be the case at the time, which is why I was so stunned to see it nerfed. Gunpowder. The very fact that the nerf hurts so much proves it. It proves how many situations you otherwise would have taken it in, because otherwise you wouldn't care about the fact that it was nerfed. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that it's a very versatile tool, at least.
Hope that brat Quixel was watching.
How would I even use the metronome? Because power drill is the tool that's adjacent to the soldering gun. I don't think it's metronome. I don't understand how metronome can go on this board right now. Instead of fiber optics, between fish and farm, can't do that. Oh, can do that. Yeah, to be that. I really think that power drill should have it adjacent. Like, I almost like one less hit of soldering gun to give power drill 6 seconds charge every time it fires off. And 2 haste triggers. There's also Chris Army Knife there if I really need a single slot friend tool. But then I lose my poison as well as the speed of activation of the Pufferfish. But Silencer. Yes. Yes, of course. Silencer. I'm leaving. Very narrow to roll that looking for fiber optics, but I'll take 240 max HP, especially because it gives me more shielding at the start of the fight as well. My build is only really capable of winning today based on if I get to the point where I can just freeze the enemy items and I just freeze things and kill them before they unfreeze. Fiery Pufferfish?
Land legs make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
The freeze of the solar farm certainly slowed us down, but I don't think that was what did it to us. I mean, they just have higher numbers as well, which is very helpful for them. Yeah, they only had 1 freeze trigger. The fact that they got to start their fight earlier as well, very useful. Ah, right, of course. They also had seaweed for consistent healing. I'm okay with losing the diamond run. I get the run of upgraded fiber optics. You gonna upgrade my weapon, Isla? You gonna do that?
But my weapons crave more.
You could just tell me no.
Long enough to reconsider.
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with you.
I really need, like, in-fight scaling. And, like, I don't think Arkumask... Not Arkumask, sorry, I was just reading a name from chat. I don't think the Chemical Fire would have been good enough for that. First time you freeze each fight, haste an item for 2 seconds. Alright.
Enlightenment is my reward.
First time you haste each fight, freeze. First time you freeze each fight, haste. Creeping Chill's slow. Literally, I just need something to happen at the start of the combat. I need one of those to happen immediately at the start of the combat, and then everything chains off, and then suddenly, like, everything's going. What? Yeah, Silencer number 2 works. When you ever use your leftmost item, charge your rightmost item 2 seconds. I need to find something that I want to put on the right. I think I can take Solar Farm off the field. Could it be core? I don't think it's core. Maybe if the core had an enchant that was absolutely sick as hell. Maybe it is draw.
The world whirls like the wind.
Okay. Yeah, the drill just doesn't stop going.
Return to the Bazaar. Do not corrupt us.
Because the thing is... Yikes. The thing is... Anyway, sorry. The thing is... Heavy Power Drill has a 6-second cooldown. It's just over 6, actually, as it turns out. When it activates, it slows an item, it hastes, and it hastes from the Turbo Silencer as well. So it immediately gives itself 6 seconds worth of charge. Not immediately, right? It gives itself slow on one internal cooldown, and then it gives itself 2 triggers of haste stacked behind one another on the same internal cooldown for the hastes. So it takes, what, like 0.4 seconds? 0.4 of a unit of time for the Heavy Power Drill to go off. Everything else is just about speed of activation. I really want the Heavy Power Drill to be on the far left, but it activates significantly slower if it's not both adjacent to a Turbo Silencer and the Metronome, so that makes it harder to utilize in the Fiber Optics build. I'm I think I'm more than happy to re-roll at Aerodrome until I find a space that is actually, like, really impactful for us. It doesn't have to be an enchant, but it could be an enchant. Cooldown reduction from Curio is certainly not bad for us. Would I say it's good for us? Well, let me ask you a question. Did I roll past it? Thank you.
Let's get those dents hammered out.
I knew I was going to find her. I mean, the additional cooldown reduction doesn't really change anything at this point. The additional damage and cooldown reduction, minimal. Professor Wriggle, I mean, Adira could just completely screw us, and I don't want to go to Adira for the possibility they just do, but Professor Wriggle could literally just have the when burn, poison, when poison, burn, which would be the best thing that I can get.
Poison is a historically misunderstood art form. I'm writing a paper about it.
There it is. Toxic Flame. When you burn with an item, poison 1. When you poison with an item, burn 2.
Not Mr. Wriggle, not
So now
old
both
Wriggle, it's
Pufferfish and Ignition... Oh
Professor
my god.
Wriggle.
Now both Pufferfish and Ignition Core double the amount of triggers they supply. How does Fiber Optics upgrade, by the way? When you use your leftmost item, do X. Shielded or restorative would both be irrelevant. I guess Obsidian and Radiant are both pretty irrelevant as well. I think because it happens the most, it's got to be Metronome.
Your things are so dull. Let me brighten them.
Poison or Burn would obviously be the best. Does Obsidian actually make it a weapon? Yep. Yeah, it would do, but it does its damage whenever I use my left hand, leftmost. Okay, this should be pretty, pretty nasty. Oh yeah, I guess I could have accidentally obsidianed my Toxic Metronome and turned both silences off. That would have been hilariously bad for us. All right, Doom Guy.
Go ahead.
It's you versus I.
It makes this more fun.
How dare you slow me? Die. Oh, no, I'm dying first, I think.
Next time,
Nah, never mind, I was
boys,
kidding.
Less blunder, more plunder.
I was telling a joke, actually, saying that I would die first. I love that Hurricane Nap came in to say, wow, this looks janky, right before it, I mean, it is janky. It absolutely is janky, but it janked up the opponent, right? Janked both of us up, but it janked them up more. How many silences do you need? God, Fiber Optics so good. I mean, I should give that some appropriate adjacencies so that it looks like it's a 3-timer at the moment, just in case that ends up being relevant for the thumbnail anyhow. Dueling with Puffer and double silence is one of the silliest things I've ever seen. It was pretty silly. Akamar says, that was stupid. Give us more! I'm afraid